Hello Year 6 and welcome to today's science lesson. Now, today's science is going to be very similar to last week's science. So you will be looking at carrying on this video, and there's 3 videos from the BBC website about 3 famous scientists. You are going to choose one of them and do the same thing that you did last week, where you write some stuff about them. So what I'm going to do now is move to a little clip of me explaining what to do, but it was the same bit as last week, so that's okay. And then I'll show you the 3 videos, and then we'll come together at the end for a minute. Okay, in a bit. So, your job. I'm going to show you, kind of as part of this video, 3 shorter videos that the BBC have made, looking at 3 different scientists. Okay, so I want you to watch all 3 of them. When we've done that, I'll pop up and I'll talk some more, but what you're going to be doing is choosing one of them to do some writing about. Okay, so what I would suggest is watch all 3, and then when you've chosen them, watch the other one back, the one that you want to watch again, to collect some information. Because what I want you to find out about these people and to explain in your work today is here. So number 1, who they were. So I want you to explain who they were and where they lived and when they lived. Number 2, what were they famous for investigating? Number 3, why did they become so famous about investigating that? Okay, because there's lots of people who investigate the same thing. What made these people, the person you've chosen, so famous about doing it? And then finally, why are we still talking about them today? Okay, why is their work still important to us today? So what I want you to do now is watch these 3 videos. They'll go back to back to back, so 3 kind of shorter videos, but all within this video. And then I'll explain some more. Okay, here we go.
Are we recording? William, press record video.
We are rolling, Kaz, chill out.
Hello, Sidetubers. I am Caroline Herschel. And this is my brother, William Herschel.
Sir William Herschel.
We are astronomers, originally from Germany, but living in England. So basically, we study planets and the solar system and stuff like that, don't we, Phil?
Yes, we do.
So, I just discovered a comet, and I got it named after me. Check me out.
And I just discovered the planet Uranus.
Phil, this is my channel, Phil. Can you stop talking about your stuff? So, let me tell you about my comet discovery. So I'm in Slough, observing the night sky through my telescope. Then I spot a difference. There was a slow-moving object. That object only turns out to be a comet. Comets are huge lumps in space made of gas and ice. This discovery makes me the first woman in science to ever spot a comet. And I've only gone and named it after myself, haven't I? It's the 35P Herschel-Ringeley comet. So, I've been pretty busy since my last vlog. If you haven't seen that one, it's about me being officially appointed as William's assistant and becoming the first ever woman in science to be paid. I now get 50 whole pounds. That's the equivalent of around 3,000 pounds in your times. Ka-ching! Whilst I've been helping Will, I have made lots of observations and documented a lot of findings.
A lot.
We've recorded 2,500 nebulae. Nebulae are huge clouds in space made of dust and gases.
We are good, aren't we? And the list we have created documenting them all is called
the Catalogue of Nebulae and Clusters of Stars, or for short,
the CN.
This catalogue is the result of the key skills of scientific method used in astronomy. This involves making real observations of the night sky night after night and looking for changes or variations. You need to have a lot of patience and a keen eye for detail, as sometimes the changes are subtle.
Caroline then records the findings precisely.
I draw the position of the comets and the nebulae like this. I am rocking this astronomy. I might even win a gold medal from the King of Prussia or from the Royal Astronomical Society. How jealous would you be then, William?
Yes, not jealous at all. You only have this many followers and subscribers because of me anyway.
Well, lol. Please. Each time you look up at the night sky, try and see if anything has changed, and you might just spot something incredible.
After all, many scientists believe there are countless planets in our solar system that are still waiting to be discovered.
And how awesome would it be to have a planet you discovered named after you? Anyway, bye for now. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
What are you doing? Bye. Why you do this?
Bye.
Why you always do this every time we do? I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. Don't touch me.
We are rolling!
Action! I've always wanted to shout that.
Hi guys, André Geim here, the German-Russian physicist from Manchester University.
And Konstantin Novoselov, another Russian physicist also from Manchester Uni. We wanted to share with you one of the biggest discoveries in modern science, which is pretty impressive.
Very, very impressive.
We discovered the one and only
Graphene, one of the strongest and most versatile materials in the world. So, how did we make this epic discovery? Through experimentation and a change in our scientific method. One Friday afternoon in October 2004, we were carrying out an experiment. We were tinkering with some graphite.
Graphite is the material found in pencil lead. It is used in lots of experiments and...
We were exploring its electrical properties, and as normal, towards the end of our experiment, we pulled out this old trusty favorite.
our sticky tape.
We used it to clean the graphite, as it removes any leftover atoms off the rocks.
Then we usually peel it off and then sling it straight in the bin.
We then usually crack on and use the rock for another experiment.
Only this time, we didn't. We changed our scientific process.
We throw the graphite and kept the sticky tape. We thought we would experiment with the sticky tape, so we put the tape under the microscope, observing the flakes of graphite. And we noticed that there were layers that were different thicknesses.
And then we had a eureka moment where we devised a new hypothesis and began a new experiment.
Which was if we kept using pieces of sticky tape and repeated the process of peeling back another layer
Until the thinnest layer possible, we could get it down to 1 layer thick.
and then finally graphene
Was born. We had proven our hypothesis was right.
Graphene is only 1 atom thick, so put that into perspective, it is 100,000 times thinner than 1 human hair.
We made this material as thin as possible. Inside, it is shaped like honeycomb. Graphene is extremely strong, being the strongest material ever discovered. It also has lots of other amazing properties, such as...
Being a great conductor of heat,
and electricity,
it's very, very dense.
but is also very lightweight and flexible.
And not to mention transparent. It has been used in tires,
In microchips for computers,
in LED lamps.
and phone batteries.
Although people have started to use graphene for new products, we as scientists are still open to some suggestions.
Any ideas spring to mind of how it can be used?
We have just been nominated for
The 2010 Nobel Prize for Physics! There we go!
You could one day win a Nobel Prize using pencil, lead, and sticky tape. All it takes is for you to have a seed of an idea and lots of enthusiasm. Anyway, we can't hang around.
You know how it is. Places to go.
People to see.
Bye!
Yo, yo, yo! I'm Isaac Newton, and the year is 1667. If you don't know who I am, well, then you should. I am only one of the biggest scientists of all time. I'm a famous astronomer and physicist who has only gone and made the biggest, yes, the biggest discovery of science so far. I've just worked out, wait for it, gravity. Boom, yeah! In fact, I'm that famous that I'll be getting a knighthood. Yes, me? A knighthood. And yes, I'm the first British scientist to get one. Check me out. Also, I'm building up quite the fan base with my followers, the Newtonians. Anyway, let me tell you a bit more about me. I've been busy studying at Cambridge University, but that darn Black Plague has caused the university to shut. But all is not lost, as I've been using my time wisely. And this is when I discovered gravity. So yes, it might not be such a surprise that someone as intelligent as me might make this discovery. But let me tell you how it actually came about. I was just sat there, pondering force, thinking about science, whilst drinking some tea. Then all of a sudden, this apple falls perpendicular, straight down. And as legend has it, hits me on the head. Oh, here, right on the head. So I picked up the apple and kept dropping it and observing it, watching it fall straight down. And then I'm sat there, contemplating it for a while, questioning why it didn't fall sideways or upwards, but straight down. And that's when it dawned upon me, and I formulated my hypothesis. This being that the Earth must have a force in its center that pulls it there. I mean, it's not like a force pulls it to the left or to the right, but straight down. So, the apple attracts the Earth, and the Earth attracts the apple. Amazing! I'd already followed some scientific method when thinking about forces. Most scientists look at the theories of other scientists before us and research them in order to formulate their hypothesis. I explored the forces between the moon and the Earth, looking at the work of the scientist Galileo. I also carried out my own observations on the solar system. I came up with the idea that all objects attract other objects. Big objects like the Earth attract more. There was a lot of maths involved. It was all very complicated. But thanks to some solid observations by me, as I am a bit of a genius, it all worked out. I could explain it to you, but I'll save that for another vlog. Right, peeps, I need to finish writing this up into my first book, which will be called The Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. I reckon this could end up being a bestseller. It may be the most important and influential book on physics of all time. Imagine the possibilities of what I have discovered. Who knows? Far into the future, we may find a way to calculate how much energy we would need to break free from the pull of gravity on Earth and travel into space. Next time you accidentally drop something, think about gravity pulling it down and the force that causes this to happen. Oh, and do tune into my next SciTube film, where I'll be making another huge discovery. My laws of motion. And my theories on optics and the eye. Okay, it might not be for another 20 years, but do watch this space. Space. I'm so funny. Bye, Sir Isaac Newton. Over and out.
So yeah, year 6, that's it. Same thing as last week, but obviously with a different scientist. So answering those questions about them, choose one of them and maybe explain why you've chosen that person. Or there's maybe the people, because one of them's got 2 people in it. And then, yeah, look forward to seeing your work. Year 6, goodbye.